Namaskar. The topic of discussion in these modules is on the world's biomes. The earth includes a huge variety of living things, from complex plants and animals to very simple one-celled organisms. But large or small, simple or complex, no organism lives alone. Each in one way or the other depends on the living and non-living things in its surroundings. Biomes are classified as the world's major communities. They are classified according to two factors as the predominant vegetation and the characteristic adaptations of organisms to a particular environment. Global biomes have changed and moved many times during the history of life on earth. More recently, a lot of human activities have drastically modified and altered these communities. Thus, conservation and preservation of biomes should be a major concern to all the people of the world. By definition, a biome is a large geographical area of distinctive plant and animal groups which are adapted to that environment. All living things are closely related to their environment. Any change in one part of an environment, like an increase or decrease of a species of animal or plant, causes a ripple effect of change in the other parts of the environment. Two factors determine the type of biome of a region. They are the climate and the geography of a region. Major biomes of the globe include deserts, forests, grasslands, tundra, and several types of aquatic environments. Each biome consists of many ecosystems whose communities have adapted to the small differences in climate and the environment inside the biome. To understand a world biome, one must know the answers of the following: what the climate of a region is like, where each biome is found, and what is its geography look like, what are the special adaptations of the vegetation, and what type of animals are found in the biome, and what are their physical and behavioral adaptations to their environment. To answer these questions, one should know the characteristic features of the world biomes. The world biomes are classified into several divisions and major types. In order to understand this, the following aspects are highlighted in this module. The survival and well-being of a biome and its organisms depends on the ecological relationships throughout the world. Even changes in distant parts of the world and its atmosphere affect our environment and also the life conditions. The globally distributed biomes are classified into 9 major types. They are alpine biomes, chaparral biomes, deciduous forest biomes, desert biomes, grassland biomes, tropical rainforest biomes, savanna biomes, taiga biomes, and tundra biomes. In the first lesson, we are going to understand the salient features of the first 5 biomes, and the rest of them we will be seeing them separately in the next lesson. So, let us see in this lesson the distribution of biomes with reference to 5 major categories as alpine biomes, chaparral biomes, deciduous forest biomes, desert biomes, and grassland biomes. The first important biome of the world is the alpine biome. Alpine biomes are the cold, snowy, windy regions of the world. The alpine biome is like winter containing snow, high winds, ice, and all the typical winter things. In Latin, alpine refers to the high mountains that are the Alps. Alpine biomes are found in the mountain regions all around the world. They are usually at an altitude of about 3000 meters or more. The alpine biome lies just below the snow line of a mountain. In the summer, the average temperatures may be ranging from 10 to 15 degrees centigrade. In the winter, the temperatures are below the freezing point. The winter season can last from October to May. The summer season may last from June to September. The temperatures in the alpine biome can also change from warm to freezing in one day. Because of the severe cold climate of the alpine biome, plants and animals have developed unique adaptations to suit these conditions. There are only about 200 species of alpine plants existing in the world. At high altitudes, there is very little carbon dioxide which plants need to carry out the photosynthesis. Because of the cold and wind conditions, most plants are small perennial ground cover plants which grow and reproduce slowly. They protect themselves from the cold and wind by hugging the ground. Taller plants or trees would soon get blown over and freeze. When plants die, they do not decompose very quickly because of the prevailing coldness. This also makes the soil with poor conditions of fertility. Most alpine plants can grow in sandy and rocky soil. Plants have also adapted to the dry conditions of the alpine biome. Alpine animals have to deal with two types of problems. One is the cold one, another one is the too much high ultraviolet radiation. This is because there is less atmosphere to filter ultraviolet rays from the sun. There are only warm-blooded animals in the alpine biome, although there are insects. Alpine animals adapt to the cold environment by hibernating, migrating to the lower warmer areas, or insulating their bodies with layers of fat. Animals will also tend to have shorter legs, tails and ears in order to reduce the heat loss. Alpine animals also have larger lungs, more blood cells and hemoglobin because of the increase of pressure and lack of oxygen at higher altitudes. The alpine biome is one of the coldest biomes in the world. It is so cold because of its high altitudes. Summer temperature range between -12 degrees centigrade and 10 degrees centigrade. The average precipitation is 30 centimeters a year. The alpine biome is also similar to the Arctic biome. Alpine biomes are located all around the world in high altitudes. The alpine and Arctic biomes cover about 16% of the Earth's surface area. Alpine biomes are located on mountainous terrain where the trees cannot grow very much. The growing season is about 180 days. The night temperature is always below the freezing point. Unlike the Arctic tundra, the alpine soil is well drained. The problem of light is quite different in alpine biomes than in other biomes. The little amount of atmosphere at high altitudes exposes the alpine area to the sunlight, especially the UV radiation, at a very dangerous level. Some of the plants in an alpine biome are tussock grasses, dwarf trees, small leafed shrubs and the heaths. Some animals in the alpine biomes are the mountain goats, sheep, elks, beetles, grasshoppers and butterflies. The Himalayan alpine biome is one important type of alpine biomes. There are two alpine biomes existing in the world. One is the Himalayan alpine biome, another one is the Andes mountain alpine biome. The Andes mountains are located in South America, running north to south along the west coast of the continent. The latitude is 10 degrees north to 57 degrees south and the longitude is 70 degrees west to 80 degrees east. The Andes mountains are the longest and one of the highest mountain ranges in the world. They are located in South America, stretching for more than 7,500 kilometers from north to south along the west coast of the continent. The climate is not the same throughout the biome because there are places nearer to the equator than other places. The Andes are separated into three natural regions as the southern, central and northern regions. In the northern region, it is hotter because it is closest to the equator. There are rainforests in this region due to the more humid and rainy climate. In the southern region, the mountains are nearer to the Antarctic and it is much colder. In the central region of this biome, the weather is more mild because it is not nearer either to the equator or to the cold Antarctic. The largest herb in the world, Pia raymondii, grows in this region and can survive at high elevations up to 7,000 meters. The herb can also live for 100 years. The herb's leaves all grow from one big stem, which allows for moisture to run down the leaves to the base of the plant. So, during times of drought, the plant can survive. This herb can also live for 100 years. The herb's leaves all grow from one big stem, which allows for moisture to run down the leaves to the base of the plant. So, during the times of drought, the plant can also survive. Many of the plants which grow in the Andes mountains are small in size to conserve the energy. Their leaves can be stiff and strong to protect them from the frost and cold weather if they are high in the mountains. The Andes mountains supply many birds with homes like the flamingo, Andean flicker, the condor and the hill star hummingbirds. The types of land animals include the mountain lion, the red peril and the llamas, to name a few. The spectacled bear also lives in this biome. The giant toad and Andean iguana are some examples of reptiles. This iguana is one of the few lizards found in that cold climate. The Andes mountains are hurt by humans because they cut down the trees which shelter many unique Andean animals. Man also mines for gold, silver and copper, which then erodes the soil and hurts the growth of the plants of the Andes.